Adolf Hitler was born in 1889 in the small Austrian town of Braunau am Inn. His father, Alois, was a mid-level Austrian customs officer with a complicated past. Born out of wedlock with the surname Schicklgruber, he later changed it to Hitler, a decision that would unknowingly shape history. Alois was not a man of great fortune, but he was certainly wealthy in romantic affairs. His first wife was much older and well off, but he soon began an affair with a young house servant. When his wife passed, he married his mistress, who also died not long after. Then came Clara, his much younger cousin, who became his third wife and Adolf's mother. Clara adored her son, perhaps too much. She had lost several children in infancy, and when Adolf survived, she spoiled him with unconditional love. The family moved frequently, and the young boy attended 5 different elementary schools, never quite settling into one place. At first, Hitler did well in school. He was an imaginative child, drawn to war games and adventure stories, particularly those about cowboys and brave warriors. But as he grew older, he changed. He was caught smoking, led raids on local orchards, and openly challenged his religious teacher by displaying pro-Germanic symbols. His Austrian father, a strict disciplinarian, disapproved of these rebellious acts and punished him severely. Then, tragedy struck. Adolf's younger brother, whom he loved dearly, died of measles. The loss shattered him. He withdrew from the world, speaking to trees, staring at the stars from cemetery walls, and drifting further into solitude. His grades plummeted, and his relationship with his father deteriorated beyond repair. By the time he entered high school, Hitler struggled academically. He was bullied by the city boys and had little interest in anything besides reading and sketching. His father had high hopes for him to join the Austrian government, but Hitler had his own dreams. "No, father, I will become an artist and soar with the eagles," he once declared. But Alois, now an aging man, had lost the energy to argue. Not long after, he died of a lung hemorrhage. Without his father's pressure, Hitler focused entirely on his passion for art. But his aspirations came crashing down when he applied to the Vienna Academy of Fine Arts and was promptly rejected. Devastated, he returned home, where he cared for his ailing mother until she too passed away. Heartbroken and alone, he wandered back to Vienna, still clinging to the dream of becoming an artist. But Vienna was unkind. He found himself homeless, living in shelters and selling hand-painted postcards to survive. It was during these dark years that his views became twisted. The city was rife with anti-Semitic propaganda, and Hitler, impressionable and angry, absorbed these extremist ideas like a sponge. He grew to resent Austria-Hungary, disgusted by its multicultural society. The empire, in his mind, was weak. He longed for something stronger. Something pure. At 24, he fled to Munich, Germany, dodging Austrian military service. He drifted, directionless, until history threw him into something much greater. In 1914, World War I erupted. Across Europe, patriotic crowds cheered. Hitler saw the war as his calling. He enlisted in the German army, finding for the first time in his life a true sense of purpose. He fought bravely, earning the Iron Cross First Class, a prestigious military honor. But war was cruel. In 1916, he was injured by artillery fire, and in 1918, a gas attack temporarily blinded him. As he lay in a hospital bed, he received the news that Germany had surrendered. The Treaty of Versailles humiliated the nation. The German people bore the weight of severe economic reparations, military restrictions, and territorial losses. Austria-Hungary, his former homeland, dissolved entirely. Nationalist resentment brewed, and Hitler, like many others, felt betrayed. He blamed communists and Jews, whom he believed had stabbed Germany in the back. This was just the beginning of his dark journey. In our next chapter, we will explore how this failed artist transformed into the leader of Nazi Germany, a rise that would change the world forever.